Baseball is dead.
Rest in peace.
It's a Thursday, Dallas.
The whole day.
All day.
Yep.
All day it's Thursday. Joey's here.
Someone call it Groundhog Day.
Yeah. We got Joey here. We got Jake here. We're talking baseball today. Oh, man. What a weekend we have ahead of us, though. I know you listen to this podcast maybe to hear about things that have already happened, but I would argue that the things that are about to happen are more exciting.
You talking schedule wise?
I'm talking we got Cards Brewers this weekend. Mm-hmm. Good old fashioned Donnybrook.
I thought you were talking about the A's Astros series coming up.
Oh,
I don't think that
those games used to have juice for sure. I used to look forward to those.
Wow.
But I don't know if you saw the standings, but the Brewers and Cardinals are separated by a mere one game in the standings.
Oh yeah, it's close. It's close.
And
And
I think that series, I think here's my take. Whoever comes out of that series in first place will win the division.
Okay, well, the Cardinals will enter that series in first place.
Correct.
So I like their chances already.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a game. But this is what I talked about last week was, remember, I highlighted the run differential. And I know that's something minor, something small, but you also look at the way that those two teams have played the last, I don't know, week and a half or so. I don't want to say they're heading in opposite directions, but I think the Cardinals have won 8 out of their last 10. I don't know.
The Cardinals are hot.
I don't know that the Brewers are playing 500 baseball during that span.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. What?
The Brewers are doing fine. Okay.
Well,
we had a rough go.
We had a rough
go after the trade deadline.
I can understand why you're okay with sub 500 baseball these days. I get it. It's fine. If you're looking to dress it up, no problem.
First of all,
go ahead.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Put some more perfume on that pig, Jared. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me go. Yeah, first of all, I'm a Brewers fan.
I got it. They're sub 500 over their last 10. I just looked it up.
Okay. Well, they're a winning team for the whole season.
No, but
that's the larger sample size. They're a game out of first place.
Okay. Hey, look, I chose to choose an arbitrary date.
Yeah.
That's how you look at baseball, Jared.
That's lame. No, you don't. That's super lame.
So,
you want to look at arbitrary dates? I'll show you arbitrary dates. The Milwaukee Brewers.
How are the do we got TBAs on the bump yet? We got TBAs on the tip?
Yeah, it looks like Eric Lauer versus Jordan Montgomery in the opener.
Okay.
Which is very unfortunate that the Cardinals would just go ahead and make a trade like that for a broken down center fielder. And then on Saturday, it is Corbin Burns versus Adam Wainwright.
Ooh.
That'll be fun. And then in
Sunday,
the finale,
is Freddie Peralta?
You're going to get Aaron Ashby versus Miles Michaelis.
No Freddie.
No Freddie. Ashby, the ERA doesn't look sexy, but he is, he's 2-10. But that dude can punch with the best of them.
Is this so? I mean, it really feels like, I don't know. Look, you're talking about the ERA doesn't look sexy for Ashby. I'm not one to get
ERA
lost
shame?
in those kind of numbers. No, not at all. Not at all. It's all about, like, I'm a big recency. How are things going right now? The latest, your last 2 starts. How have they gone? How have things? How have they gone for Ashby? I don't know. If I'm just spitballing here off the top of my head, thinking about lines that I just have looked over, I don't know that his last 2-3 starts have been great. Maybe it's just his last 2 starts. Because I feel like there was I feel like he had his best outing actually within the last 3 or 4 starts. Right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So I don't know how the last few have been. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I don't think it's been 2 good ones. I think it's been 2 or 3 bad ones and then that one.
Are you still a Cardinals guy? Like, I feel like you were.
I mean, you listen.
I feel like you were sucking their toes like last year and the year before. I don't know where you're at. Like, what's the temperature like with you, the Cardinals?
Why would I not be on board with the Cardinals? We talked about this last week.
Know,
Joseph, you were here for it, Joey.
Yeah, you said they'd beat the Braves in the playoffs. Straight up.
I don't know that I don't know that it got that aggressive. I think I just said that this is where the Cardinals would love to be playing the kind of baseball they're playing, looking at the schedule, because I think we did look at the schedule and we talked about next week when we visit, we're going to be going into a weekend where the Brewers and the Cardinals are going to match up. And that's when I highlighted the run differential, saying I think this one team
run differential now
is playing baseball a little bit differently than this other team. I think they're heading in different directions, and they are.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll tell you this much: not to poo-poo your team there, Jared, because I would never do that.
Right.
Any team that you root for, but this is a big little stretch coming up for the Brewers, man, and this is where they're going to have to hit because they're playing the Cardinals.
Ooh.
And guess who they got after that?
Oh no,
the big bad Dodgers.
Oh no, that's not going good.
Yeah, and they got 2 series with the Dodgers coming up.
Oh god,
and the Dodgers aren't that 2 weeks.
Jared, Joey Gallo's hitting homers for the Dodgers. I don't know, like that's what's happening right now. I don't know if you knew that. I'm sure you did know that, but I just want to put you on notice that that's what's happening in Dodger Town right now. That's the kind of magic that's happening. Is the quote unquote best team in baseball at the time was harboring this power threat that just for whatever reason couldn't seem to get it together in New York. Comes on down to Hollywood, bang a rang. Wouldn't you know it? They're unlocking Gallo magic. Man, that's a daunting task right there. Joey, how many times they got to play them in the next 10 days?
I believe they're playing, I don't know, they got a series with them.
It's a 4-game series from August 15th to the 18th. And then they go to Dodger Stadium for 3 on the 22nd through the 24th.
So that's 7 games. About 33% of the games in the month of August are going to be against the Dodgers. 33%.
That's not exciting. That's not exciting at all, especially when you consider, and Jared, I hate to bring this up, but the St. Louis Cardinals, I believe, are going to be playing the Colorado Rockies, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and then the Chicago Cubs during that stretch. So if that is the case, Jared, I mean, if you're a North and South guy, like one's going up and one's going, I don't know.
So you're saying that you would throw money on the St. Louis Cardinals to win the division on the DraftKings sportsbook?
I mean, if they've got something for you, I mean, they could probably help me out.
I mean, it sounds like that's a very wise place to invest right now.
It does. When I say it like that, doesn't it? It does.
Especially, like, let's just say the Brewers win on Friday night and now they're tied. Then you would probably throw a nice chunk of change on the Cardinals.
Yeah. Odds don't matter when you know you're going to win, though.
That's true.
Oh.
And you listening right now, you can turn big league action into big winnings with the DraftKings Sportsbook. It's an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 on any game and get $100 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can combine multiple bets for a shot at an even bigger payout. DraftKings same game parlays. Ooh. Actually, I don't think we did one this week, Jake.
No, but you got
a couple coming up this week? Tomorrow.
But tomorrow and today and tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to get in the lab on that one. Maybe I'll do a nice little Cards Brewers SGP for the culture.
Goalie's probably homering. Oh, you mean Cards to win, goalie to homer? Fucking book it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'll be like Brewers money line.
Why would you do that, Jared? We're looking to make people money. We're looking to make
on Saturday. On Saturday.
Hey,
Yeah. Corbin Burns? You want me to bet against Corbin Burns?
I'm not telling you that it's going to be Corbin Burns that gives the damage up. I'm just telling you that there's a good chance Paul Goldschmidt hits a homer at some point in time during that series. And there's a good chance the Cardinals are going to win the game that which he homers. You just got to pick the one.
Yeah. At DraftKings Sportsbook, you'll also be able to bet on your favorite batter to hit a double in his next plate appearance, your favorite pitcher's next pitch to be a strike, and so much more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. All you have to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the promo code Jared. New customers can make any $5 bet and get $100 in free bets instantly. That is promo code Jared only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for details, and MLB trademarks are used with permission. So I'm excited for that series. That will be a series that is worth paying attention to.
Yes.
I don't want to do like a huge thing on this, but did you see Manny Machado's comments after getting swept by the Dodgers over the weekend?
No, I didn't. But can we, just because we were talking about the Cardinals, before we jump to Manny, I just want to talk about the kid from Springfield, the AA prospect for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, the Homer cycle.
There you go. Pretty dope.
Homer Did A-Rod do that?
It's only been done twice. The Homer cycle. Solo Homer, 2-run Johnny, 3-run Johnny, fucking salami.
Yeah, and it never happened in the major leagues. That other guy did it, was like a minor leaguer, and also in the Cardinals.
Correct. So, Chandler Redmond, infielder with the St. Louis Cardinals organization in Springfield. That's right, it's AA. Springfield, the Homer cycle. 4-homer game. Like, that shit is bananas. But to do it like solo, like to have all 4, like that's ridiculous. There's something about Springfield, the magic in Springfield. in 2007, I had to start the season in AA. I was supposed to start the season in AAA. I had to start the season in AA because I got moved up my first full season to AA, missed 06 with shoulder surgery. 07, I was supposed to be starting in AAA. Long story short, we ended up signing a guy, injuries. I had to start in AA. I made my first 2 starts against the same fucking team, Springfield, in Springfield. Joe Mather, the son of a bitch, Joe Mather was the only dude I gave up fucking hits to, owned me. It was rather unbelievable to watch Joe Mather. Like, he was legit the only dude that was fucking sniffing me. And it was just like, it baffled me. But Joe Mather, great player. But to see this happen in Springfield, they got great fans. They got incredible fans. Incredible fans. I think the magic in St. Louis, I think it's just starting to trickle down. I mean, like, I don't know, Jared. Like, great things are happening on the farm. Great things are happening in the big leagues. Like, it's, I don't know. I don't want to call them. I don't want to start throwing around the D word. You know, I'm not afraid to throw around the D, but I don't want to start. I don't want to start right now. I think it's a little early. You know, this is a big series this weekend that you highlighted. So
what D word?
No, nothing. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I have no idea either. I'm running through D's.
No,
yeah.
No.
Is that?
No. I'm not going to highlight it. I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, like, you can't be like, oh, I'm not going to tell you. You know, but I'm not going to tell you. And then everyone's like, we don't know.
No, I know. And we're going to you're going to learn about it. You're going to learn about it.
Okay. I guess. The other dude that hit for the Homer cycle, I want to say I watched a video on him like in the last year. He never made it to the big leagues, did he?
Most people don't.
I forget his name.
That's true.
Shout out.
I forget his name too, but I want to say he.
What is the equivalent in like in a, I don't know, like, I don't want to, when I say average job, I mean like something other than fucking a Major League Baseball player. Like An accountant, I don't know, the lunch lady.
What's the equivalent of hitting the home run cycle as a barista?
Right. You know what I mean? Like, what is that equivalent? Like, you're in fucking sales and marketing. What does your 4-for-4 day look like? But before home,
I think
solo.
Like, if you're a barista, your 4-homer game is like working a 10-hour shift during Christmas time, and you've gotten 4 individual $100 tips.
I was thinking like you kick out like 6 homeless people without calling the police. No fights, no one gets hurt. They go out quietly. You just handle it. You de-escalate it perfectly. 6 in one day.
In what?
Unbelievable performance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
No one got hurt.
Call up. No one.
No bloodshed. No diseases contracted.
You guys. That was just not what I was expecting.
It's an important part of the job.
I get it, but I mean, coffee making, like, I was thinking more along the lines of, like, Jared, you said an extended shift, like, hey, you didn't fucking order up, right? There wasn't a backup, like, you just nailed it. Like, that's your 4-homer game. Like, you had 3 huge surges, crowds of like 20 or more, like an order of 15, and you fucking nailed them all. You nailed all those scenarios. I didn't have you displacing those less fortunate, just looking for shelter as a fucking win. But here we are. Jesus.
Nobody got hurt, though.
Yeah, nobody got hurt. That's fine. They're going to be fine. It's all good.
Rules are rules. No loitering, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a huge win.
So you nail a coffee order and you displace a family. Got it. 2 for 2. Well, no, it's not. That's 4 for 4 if there's a family of 4, right, Joe?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
that makes sense to me. Yeah, we what has been your Joey? What has been your what's been the closest thing to your 4-homer game in life?
In life,
like, just, or maybe it's like a run of videos where you're like, yep. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of them. I mean, you're fucking, come on. Like, it's nothing to you piss millies, you know what I'm saying? So,
I probably hitting like fucking, let's go to my YouTube analytics, hitting 500K views in a day. That was big. That's big. Popping off YouTube videos, just getting hella fucking views, hella likes, hella comments. If I'm looking back, Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022, 512,000 views in one day. Video was number 4 on trending. Like, that's Hall of Fame level.
Yeah.
That's just fucking, dude, the ad revenue coming in on that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's little horns, waggy tail, straight baby goat status. I got you.
Can't fuck with me. Check my social blade. You know what I mean? Like,
Carrabis, do you got a 4-homer game in you? No, you know what? I don't want to hear about your 4-homer game, because maybe you haven't had your 4-homer game yet. Maybe you're getting close to having a 4-homer game. Jake, have you had a 4-homer game?
I mean, I can't think of one off the top of my head. I feel like it would be driving to Fenway, seeing a Red Sox win, but like just weaving through traffic and making record time on the way home.
Just
maybe down in a couple blue moons while you're at the game.
And dodging over the mass pipe. Getting back to Southie just in time to holler at your favorite broad. I see ya.
I don't know that I've had a 4-home run game. I've definitely had like big games, but 4-homer games, that's different.
Different.
Yeah.
They hit different. Oh.
Yeah.
How many RBIs is that? 4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10.
10 RBIs.
Yeah, Nomar did that.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
Nova. What a guy. What a guy.
And we don't even know his name. That's the sad part. We're talking about this guy. Does anyone know his name?
Who, the guy who did it first?
Yeah.
No, the guy who just did it. Okay, Chandler Redmond.
Chandler Redmond. I hollered at him. I said his name.
All right.
Yeah, I gave you a little bio.
Man,
Told you infielder, Springfield. Told you a story about Joe Mather owning me in Springfield.
Tyrone Horn.
Oh, toot it, baby. Toot it.
Though multiple home run cycles have been recorded in collegiate baseball, the only known home run cycle in a professional baseball game belongs to Tyrone Horn, playing for the Arkansas Travelers in Double-A minor league baseball against the San Antonio Missions on July 27th, 1998.
San Antonio Missions. Shout out Baby Jalapeno and Henry the Puffy Taco.
Who?
I told San Antonio Missions when I played used to have the absolute greatest in-game entertainment ever. They had these two dudes who dressed up. One, yes, his name was Henry the Puffy Taco. And it looked like exactly what you think a bad Puffy Taco mascot suit would look like. And Baby Jalapeno, which was just this little jalapeno mascot. And they would race the kids during the game, like, 7th inning stretch, whatever. The kids would race around home. But the idea was the mascots always won. They always beat the kids. And they would like trip the kid, whatever. But the kid never won. And they would fucking just bury the kid. Just crush this child. But they would announce it, and it was the greatest announcement ever. Joey, come on down to the press box. You've been chosen to race Henry the Puffy Taco and Baby Jalapeno. And then they just come fucking trotting out and then they run around the diamond, embarrass a kid, make him cry. It was great.
Dude, that's the best. That's the best. Anytime you can make a kid cry or like just like, I don't know.
No, hey, Joe, we get it. You fucking asshole. All right. Dude, my God, you're not only are you not allowing these people just to seek shelter, it's now can't even have fun at a family event. Take them to the ball game.
Well, I'm just saying,
bury that fucker.
Hey, it's good. Everyone's happy except for the kid, but it's fun to watch. So it's like if you're looking at like the whole stadium, having most fun, people get, it's like you got to take one for the team.
That's where I was coming from. That's
same thing with the coffee shop.
Yeah. So 4 homer
you got to
game.
keep the coffee. Yeah. Tyrone Horn, I was correct, did not make it to the big leagues,
but was the first to hit the 4 homer. Was the first to hit the homer cycle in Pro Ball. Yeah,
the first and only up until this most recent one. And I just looked him up. He's on Twitter. His Twitter handle is HRCycle98.
Legends never die, baby.
Yeah. He's got 212 followers, and his Twitter handle is HRCycle98. And
he's probably pissed right now, man.
Oh,
super pissed.
I bet it was HR Cycle until yesterday. He had to add the 98 now.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
First one.
Yeah, primo.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I mean, Dallas, I'm sure if you were the only person to ever throw a perfect game, you'd probably lean into that a little bit more, no?
I don't know. Like, yes, and I don't know. I don't know how to answer that really. Like, because I've never watched a guy like, me, Jared. You've watched baseball with me. You've watched great pitching matchups when guys are fucking dealing, and I am pulling for that performance. I want to see it happen. I want to see it just because I know what it does for fans, and I want to see that happen. It's fucking awesome. It's awesome. So I don't know. Like, to be the only one, I mean, that's different. That's very, very different. It's like the first time it's ever been done, the only time it's ever been done, and now it's been done again. And I don't know that loses. It doesn't lose its shine in my book, but yeah, it's probably tough initially to swallow and share.
Yeah, to be the only one. I mean, he had a solid couple decade run there.
For sure. I mean,
he almost made 30 years.
Yeah, you're telling that story with ease, with comfort. Like, yeah, I'm the only one. Like, it ain't been done. Like, no one's done it since. Now that follow-up line, that you don't get to say that anymore. Like, I'm the only one to do that shit. No, you can't. That's done now.
Yeah,
can't use that anymore. But
I mean, he went a solid 25 years, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you've been able to capitalize on some solid, solid
free
trivia.
drinks.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, no doubt.
I mean, the fact that no one's ever done it professionally is a little.
Well, yeah, what's the most collegiately? Marshall McDougall, right? 6.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? 6 what?
6 homers in a game?
Someone hit 6 home runs in a game before?
For sure.
What the fuck?
Check it out. Marshall McDougall. I believe he was like 6 for 7. Might have, yeah. I want to, 6 for 7. It was something ridiculous. Marshall McDougall. Back in the day. College bomb dropper.
That's insane. I mean, at that point, like once you get to 4, why are you still pitching to that guy?
Well, like for me, it's like once you hit 2 in that game, like I'm not trying to do anything else other than just continue to hit balls as far as I can.
Yeah, like I'm assuming that by the time one player has hit 6 home runs, other guys maybe have contributed in this game. Like the last one had to be off a position player. No?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably. I mean, when you got one dude up there with 10 RBIs, who knows? The offense could have all gone through him.
I guess.
I don't know. There's a solid chance the score wasn't 10-0 though.
What's his name? Fucking Matty McDougall?
Marshall McDougall, Florida State.
I mean, that's just tough to have that.
I believe he was a second baseman.
Marshall McDougall, primarily a third baseman.
Sorry. It's 25 fucking.
Played part of one season in Major League Baseball with the Texas Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
He went, oh my God. He had, in addition to having 6 home runs, he also had another hit. He went 7 for 7.
He had a double. Right?
25 total bases. May 9th, 1999, against the University of Maryland. He went 7 for 7 with 6 home runs, 16 RBI, and 25 total bases.
It's that May 9th magic, too.
Damn.
Shout out Marshall McDougall. Didn't think you'd be talking about Marshall McDougall's 6-homer game, did you?
No.
Here you are. Joey, you just learned something. You didn't know about that, did you?
Probably not.
He's 43.
Appreciate some baseball, boys. Appreciate it.
I mean, you want to talk about Dallas having a good day at the office. Like, that's a good day at the office. 7 for 7.
7 for 7.
6 homers and 16 RBI.
Jeez. That's fucking pounding the pelota. All right, but let's talk about Manny. I didn't even hear what Manny was saying. So you got me all perked up.
Yeah. So after the Padres got swept by the Dodgers last weekend, a reporter basically said, are you guys concerned about this? And Manny said, no. And the reporter said, why? And he said, because I'm Manny fucking Machado.
Yes.
So,
Facts.
I mean, he didn't say anything incorrect.
No.
What he said is correct. He is Manny Machado. But I don't know that that's the quote card I would have pulled in that spot.
I don't know what point he was trying to make, honestly.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit there. It doesn't fit there. Hey, you worried about your team that just got swept? No, I'm Manny fucking Machado, dude. Like, okay. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean that you're Manny Machado? We know that you're Manny Machado. You just got swept by the Dodgers, though, and you guys are like fucking 15 games out of first place after just trading for Juan Soto. Like, I don't know. I think that that's one of the things maybe that was not even mentioned in all of this, the whole like acquiring Juan Soto thing. The Padres are 16 games out of first place, by the way, behind the Dodgers. Not to throw jabs at them, but like it's more so to be like, Manny, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, now's not the time to be cocky. But the point that I was trying to make was,
well,
the managing of the egos here between Tatis, Machado, and now Soto. It's like they've all come from places where they were the guy and now they're the guys. And I don't know how that gels per se.
There's a lot, dude. I've always in baseball, whether you like it or not, there's roles to be played and there's responsibilities. And there's guys who feel like they can shoulder X responsibility, whether or not they're in the role to do so. You've got Manny Machado, who's been the guy, like you just said, Juan Soto, the guy. Like, we don't need to repeat that. But now, how they're all going to fit and how they're all going to behave when one isn't doing what they expect to be doing. How does their energy affect the others? Are you okay with taking a back seat at times when you're not performing and the spotlight's over here? Are you okay? Does it become a matter of, outbursts because you're not okay with it and you're trying to figure out a way to be like, there's a lot that goes into having this kind of star power in one room. And there's also other things that go into managing that when you're not managing expectations. Because what do we always talk about? When you talk about character, it's how do you behave when no one's watching, when the camera's not on you? How do you treat the janitor in the building? Do you treat them as the same as the CEO with the name on the building? Who, like those kinds of things. And you never really get that. You never really get that until you figure out what's going on in the clubhouse.
Joey, as a National League fan out of the division, when you see a guy like Manny Machado make a comment like that after a series like that, what's your takeaway?
I love it, dude. I've always loved Manny Machado. I think this is just how he goes. He's Manny fucking Machado. Yeah, the Dodgers might have the best record the last 662 games in the history of baseball, but they don't have Manny fucking Machado. And like, I really don't even understand what point he was trying to make, but I agree with him because
I think it's just a pretty much like, bro, I don't care.
You think he really doesn't care that they got swept, or is he just confident?
No, not that he doesn't care that they got swept. I'm sure. Yes, he cares that they got swept. He would rather have not gotten swept. Let me clarify that. He's not okay with losing baseball games, but
just a weird time to like thump your chest, though.
That's why, like, I can almost, I don't want to consider it. Oh man, it's just and I'm not defending it because I do understand the confusion, because it's like, well, what do you want me to take away from that? And that's what I'm trying to find here, is what you could possibly take away from that. And that's maybe, look, we know that we're not going to win the division. We understand that much, but from there, like there's nothing at this point that is guaranteeing us a playoff spot. So what do I have to exude? I have to exude the confidence that says, I don't fucking care about getting swept by the Dodgers right now. All right. Like it's almost like I've got bigger fish to fry, almost like you're bending the knee to the Dodgers. Like, look, division, foregone conclusion. Fuck it. We lose 3 to the best team in baseball, to the best team. Joey, tell the people again, because I think it probably got lost there. Tell the people again what the Dodgers have done over the course of the last 162 baseball games.
They have the best record in the past 162 games than any team in any stretch of 162 games.
Ever? Like in the history of everdom?
Since the expansion era.
Boom. So that's what the Padres kind of know they're up against right now. The writing is on the wall, right? We chalked the division up in February every fucking year in the NL West, except for the Giants fans who were all over it last year in spring training, knew exactly what was coming. My bad, hand up, didn't see it. That's what the Padres have to contend with. And Manny Machado is just trying to tell these guys who are just showing up, who are like looking uphill, like, fuck, we were excited about what was going on here. And does that hill have a 16 miles to the top sign on it? That's 16 games. That's what we got between us and the division leaders right now. So you know what? Fuck that. Fuck a 3-game sweep. Why? Because we're going to the wild card. So that's where our focus needs to be. What the fuck are we talking about these 3 games for? Like, why are you bringing up old shit? It's like, Manny, this is the post-game interview. And he's like, fuck you. I don't care. I'm Manny fucking Machado.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck.
No. And so it's a good point, too. It's actually a good point. Who gives a fuck they got swept by the Dodgers? It doesn't feel good. No. They don't have Tatis back. They have arguably the best roster in baseball just by pure names.
Yeah, star
like
power.
They're as yes.
Name recognition. Yes.
They are going to be in the playoffs.
I mean,
so who gives a fuck? They lost 3 games in August. They weren't going to win the division anyway.
No, they weren't going to win the division.
And they got Manny fucking Machado. And what did he do 3 days later after Hader blew his first save opportunity? We could talk about that. That's disappointing.
That horrible.
Yeah, which maybe.
Well, right now,
I was right.
Right now, the what's great, Jared, is there's going to be a little conflict of interest for you, my friend.
What do you mean?
Well, I know you fancy the Brewers a division leader, a division winner at the end of all this, which is not going to happen. But when they are on the outside looking in for that Central Division, that also means right now, based on how things are kind of going, San Francisco Giants, I think, are the next in line behind the Milwaukee Brewers in that wild card conversation. Padres and Brewers separated by 1 game. 1 game.
I'm not a Padres fan. I don't know what you're getting at there.
Oh, you like the Padres. You're a big fan. You're a big fan of the Padres.
I like Tatis.
You have his glasses.
They were stolen, actually.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Padres and the Brewers. Yeah. I mean, I like Don Orsillo. I like Fernando Tatis Jr. I like Juan Soto. But I would not fancy myself a Padres fan. I'm a Brewers fan.
Here's a theoretical. If the Padres don't make the playoffs, will AJ Preller ever be allowed in a Major League Stadium again? Will he go down as just the worst GM ever in the history of baseball?
That actually doesn't make sense how the Padres over the last, call it 2 years, have added by far the most big league talent of any organization.
It just hasn't worked out.
Yeah, but why? I would be looking at in that room being why don't you guys play better? You're really good players.
Yeah, what happened with who was that flurry? They signed right? What was it? Upton, that one off season. Upton, Yates,
Heath Bell.
There was a list of guys. And it just didn't work. Hosmer was a part of that, wasn't he?
No, that was
the Hosmer sign, and that was later.
No.
Yeah.
Will Myers was the
Will
guy.
Myers was this 15? I think Hos was still in Kansas City winning a chip.
Maybe.
Yeah. Whatever.
That's when Renfroe was there in the homers. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't get it.
I think that Padres series against the Dodgers too. Like, I mean, it also could be Manny just kind of like venting, and like you say something like that so you don't point the arrow at somebody else. You don't fire a name off somewhere else. You don't demean or like give anybody else any kind of bulletin board material. Like, because what's he going to do? He's going to say some shit about the Dodgers there? No. Like, you know, you're not, well, no. So, but that series, the Dodgers, who pitched? Gonsolin pitched, Heaney pitched, and Tyler Anderson pitched for the Dodgers. Okay? That's who pitched for the Dodgers. I believe it was Manaea, Clevenger, and Yu Darvish.
Yeah.
For the San Diego Padres. And I believe Darvish is the only one to get beyond the fifth inning. To get beyond the fifth inning.
And if you look at the Dodgers, they still might have Buehler back. They're going to get Triton back. They're going to get Dustin May back. Brusdar Graterol.
Yeah, I don't know that Walker Buehler, like Walker Buehler, I have eliminated from my mind for this season just for evaluation purposes, because it's such a wild card. If he were to ever even get to a point where he could pitch in October, like there's so many variables that go into that. So I just, for my sake, have eliminated him. Not because he can't, just for peace of mind. But yeah, you tooled up. You definitely reinforced yourself. But as far as where you're at right now, like those were all moves to make sure you're in this wild card picture.
They're gonna win the wild card. Maybe not first, but they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, you hope so.
What if they don't?
No, they will.
Delete the team. I don't know what to fucking say. If they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a tough.
But also, I just feel like this Manny quote, like I don't even understand. I really don't know what he meant by that. And I think it was just him saying a non-answer, just being like, that's his default to be like, I'm fucking the best. He's not even making a point. It's like, remember when he like stepped on Aguilar's foot and like took out the runner at second and everyone was booing him and he's like, I play baseball. And everyone's mad that he said that. It doesn't mean anything. I play baseball. What does that mean?
I mean, is Manny the greatest non-answerer in baseball?
No, he gives horrendous answers all the time.
That's what it's a non-answer. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying
that's
it's
not
great.
A non-answer though. Like a non-answer is something that you can't take anything out of. Well, you can take something out of this response. Manny Machado saying like, "Oh, are you worried about it?" No, I'm not, because I'm fucking Manny Machado. And it's like you can take out of that like this. That's not unless you're Manny's not. I don't paint him as smart enough to be like, listen, guys, we're getting a lot of heat as a team right now, so I'm going to take all the arrows.
So you're calling Manny Machado a dumb fuck, is what you just said. You're saying Manny's too fucking stupid to be able to try to draw the attention.
There's a difference between.
I must have misheard you.
There's a difference between being stupid and not smart enough. I don't think he's smart enough to be like, I'm going to wear all the arrows for everyone in the clubhouse. Let me go out there and on purpose make this about me so that you guys don't have any heat on you. Like, that's not what the logic was there at all.
So you're saying the guy who didn't understand that it was time to take Fernando Tatis Jr. in that heat of the moment in the dugout and have the conversation that he had with him, that guy, you're saying doesn't have the feel, doesn't have the know-how to put himself in that spot as a veteran.
Those are two different. Those are two different things. Those are two different things. That's like
the guy you're talking about, the guy who went into the stands at Nationals Park when gunshots were firing to save innocent families. Is this the same guy you're talking about? He doesn't have the feel.
I didn't say he didn't have the feel. I just said he definitely did not make it about him to take the attention off of his teammates. That's not what happened there.
I agree. I think he just is his default to be like, I'm fucking Manny Machado. And he's right.
Yeah, he's right. He's like, I don't fucking care, bro. I'm fucking Manny Machado. Like, get the fuck. Like, is that your question? That's my answer.
Yeah. But wouldn't that piss you off as a Padres fan? Like
dude.
You just got Juan Soto and Josh Bell. You're probably super excited to see how you stack up against the Dodgers now. You get embarrassed. They get outscored 20-4. They get swept. And then your supposed team leader gets asked if he's concerned about this. He says, why would I care? I'm Manny fucking Machado. It's like, that's your leadership? Cool.
Yeah, like we're not, I'm not going to concern
There's no
myself.
There's no we. I am Manny Machado.
Right.
Not we are Manny Machado. I am Manny Machado.
I don't think that can happen. So he had to go. Yeah, he had to go I.
Right.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah. The correct answer, if for what you're blindly defending him, would be we're the San Diego fucking Padres. Not I'm Manny fucking Machado.
Well, he wasn't asked. Well, the question was pointed at him directly, right? How do you feel? And so he answered it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. How do I feel? Well, I am Manny fucking Machado. That's how I feel. Like, why are you bringing my teammates into this? Don't bring my teammates into this. I just told you, Jared. Let's role play. You be the reporter. I'll be Manny.
No, it's very cringe. I don't know why. I don't know how you guys are defending this right now. It's insane. It's insane. If I were a Padres fan, I'd be infuriated by that. You just like if I had
just being super real with the fan base, and the fans know, like they're like, look, Jared, dude,
that's
what do you want?
That's not you don't pay $300 million for a dude that's supposed to be a leader, and then that's the type of leadership that you get.
Look, like, Jared, he made it very clear early on what you guys what they were getting, and like
not Johnny Hustle. There is also that play. Did you see he fucking booted a ball at third base and literally jogged after it?
The outfielder was closer to the ball, had the better arm, had the better angle.
No
momentum taking him in.
No, I would not be a happy camper if I were.
He's had knee issues too in the past.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Big contract.
I would not be a happy camper.
You see him win the game on a 3-run shot, bailed out Hader, his teammate.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely helps.
That's a good teammate right there.
By the way, let me. I want to get your guys like blind react. Did you hear the call, Dallas? Don Orsillo, Manny Machado walk-off homer.
No.
All right, I want to get your reaction to it because I've had this take a million times. I've said that baseball broadcasters can have an impact on growing the game because, like if you have a good call, then it's more shareable on social. People pass around more. It feels more electric. This was the Don Orsillo call. Manny Machado walk-off homer.
Machado to deep left and deep and far into the San Diego night. He'll walk it off. 3-run home run for Manny Machado. Padres win it 7-4 in spectacular fashion.
So, a lot of people were saying that the Don's call was forced. What do you want him to say? He's the Padres broadcaster.
A walk-off shot, dog.
Like, bro, you didn't grow up in San Diego. Why are you so excited? What the? Well, I am actually the San Diego Padres broadcaster. Is
fake ass fan, dude.
Yeah, like that. Like some of the replies to my tweet.
Oh,
like, yeah, this ain't it. That call sucked.
People are ridiculous. People are always looking for some shit, Jared. Always.
Crazy.
It's a great call.
And there was a lot on the line right there. Just because I know it was a tie game, but like if they lose that game after blowing it with Hader blows it and losing like I don't know 6 out of the first 8 games, like that is a tough look. If you're a Padres fan watching that, like that is a lot of weight off your back with that home run.
Yeah.
That's a great goal. Did you watch the freaking speaking of announcers going fucking ape shit, the Mariners guys against the Yankees. Like that extra innings game was insane, but the game yesterday that they won, they acted like
coming. And you're right down, and it is it. The Mariners win it. The first run is the only run in an instant classic.
I love it.
Electric.
I love it. I mean, see, like Look, dude.
Not as it's electric. It's not as electric as what they got going on in Korea, though.
Manny Machado. 쳤어요. 왼쪽. 끝내기 소리는 매니 마차도입니다. 최고의 경기를 함께하고 있습니다. 끝내기 홈런 매니 마차도.
How do you not want to go outside and squat your fucking house after you hear that?
That's incredible. That's incredible. I mean, I think that there should be an alternate broadcast with just the Korean call for every game.
Dude, how many times have I've been saying it every time the subject comes up. If you're going to watch the Home Run Derby, or if you want to hear an incredible call, just listen to the Spanish version of a walk-off. But listen to the Spanish version and watch the Spanish Home Run Derby. Please do yourself a favor. If you're not in the building for it, do that. Watch it in Spanish. Holy shit.
The Mariners broadcast that the other night was just unbelievable.
That's phenomenal.
Oh my goodness, what a stab. And the Yankees have another base runner held up. Trevino tagged down, and now Connor Falefa is going to be tagged down as well. Out of the baseline.
There was one play. Who the fuck was up? The Mariners broadcast was like actively just like shitting on the Yankees. They're like, what a silly swing that was. I was like, oh my God. It's very funny.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, Jared, there's a growing movement amongst the talent regionally where guys are just starting to say, you know what? I'm going to have fun. I might be forced to wear this suit and tie, but I'm going to unbutton it a little.
Yeah.
And I love to see it. I love to see it happen.
Yeah, we're there. We're definitely there. There's definitely been a changing of the guard in terms of even some of the older folks. Some of the older folks are letting their hair down a little bit now, which is nice to see. I really enjoyed the Seattle Mariners broadcast in that 13-inning game, almost as much as I enjoy a great cup of coffee.
Oh, cup of Joe, so good.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go to the freaking Starbucks or dealing with all those homeless people in there. So
no,
you stay home.
Yeah, stay home
Brew it
and
yourself.
let Trade do all the coffee searching for you. Are you familiar with Trade, Joey? Joseph?
I take that as a no.
Joey's gone. I was looking at the read. Joey's not here anymore. You a coffee guy, Dallas? Is he taking a piss? Can you hear him taking a piss? Oh God.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, hydrate, boy. Joe, are you a coffee guy?
He's a streamer.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, why do you think I just had to go piss, dude? I just drank a fucking half pot of this shit. And I don't know why you guys or what you guys were laughing about. Maybe
there's nothing
because I had to.
Nothing at all. Sometimes
I don't know.
it just
I missed
comes
it.
pouring out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just took the clearest piss of my life, to be honest. And it's all thanks to the coffee. What, could you guys hear
all
it?
Thanks all thanks to the coffee.
From my fucking mic?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's a good mic.
Shit. Dude, the bathroom is like really far away.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Trade Coffee is that it connects customers to the freshest and best tasting coffee that they've ever made at home by partnering with the country's best craft roasters. These are independent businesses from big cities and small towns. Trade customers are truly impactful for these independent roasters, often being the largest source of new growth for them. So here's the thing about Trade Coffee, and I've tried to explain this time and time again. So let me just run it by you real quick. So Trade Coffee, right? They've got these experts, and you can do an online survey, and they'll basically tell you what the perfect coffee is for you. And they have put it this way, if you don't agree on that first time, then they will link you up with an expert of theirs to personally work alongside you to find a coffee replacement for free. They just have a first time guarantee. It's incredible. So Trade Coffee sends you freshly roasted beans from 60 of the country's best craft roasters, small businesses who pay farmers fair prices to sustainably source the greatest beans from around the world. Whether your friends call you a coffee snob, or you know it when coffee really tastes perfect, Trade's real coffee experts personally taste test over 450 roasts, so they know exactly what to recommend for you. Because the truth is, what I like and what you like can be totally different. You'll select it's a wide range of selections here. All you have to do is just answer a couple of questions, and you'll get your own personalized variety of coffees delivered fresh to you as often as you'd like. There's no gimmicks here. It's as often as you would like to receive them. And Trade delivers a bag of freshly roasted coffee as whole beans or ground for however you brew it at home. And they guarantee that you'll love it on your first order, or they will replace it for free. Again, their first match guarantee, how it works, they're so confident that they'll match you with the right brand of coffee for the first time that if they don't, they'll take your feedback and an actual coffee expert will work with you to send a brand new bag to you for free. It's amazing.
Delightful.
Trade has delivered over 5 million bags of fresh coffee with more than 750,000 positive reviews. And right now, Trade is offering new subscribers a total of $30 off your first order plus free shipping when you go to drinktrade.com/dead. That's more than 40 cups of coffee for free. Get started by taking their quiz at drinktrade.com/dead and let Trade find you the coffee that you will love. drinktrade.com/dead for $30 off.
Did you guys see the little leaguer get drilled in the head down to first base?
Mm-hmm.
Pitcher who drilled him, kind of shaken up, not having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Runner to the mound, hugs him. Bro, it's all good. It's okay. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Because there's a couple different scenarios in which we see interaction, like in game between players, between competitors, between little leaguers. And I know there's varying and differing opinions on this, but this specific instance, what was your thought? Initial knee-jerk reaction.
My initial knee-jerk reaction was every year at the Little League World Series, there's always one kumbaya moment where it's like you see it on ESPN and you're like, this wouldn't be happening if these people were not aware that cameras were on them. Like, I get like the parents in the crowd were crying and like the kid on the mound's crying. The kid on the mound's crying more so because he probably feels embarrassed. It's a mixture of like, I feel bad that I hit this kid in the head, but I think it's more so like, oh my God, like this is like the fact that I tried to throw a strike. I smoked this dude in the head. This is going to be all over TikTok. And then And then the kid that gets hit in the head comes out to the mound and they have this big fucking kumbaya moment and he hugs him. Oh, everything's going to be okay. Of course, everything's going to be okay. Did he get stretchered off the field or is he standing over there at first base waiting for you to put the fucking pitch in the strike zone? So on the surface, it's a nice moment. Oh, sportsmanship. I mean, I played from like 18 under for like 25 years. And I never saw a moment like this. Why? Because there were never any cameras around like that. That's why. So it's on the surface. It's a feel good fuzzy moment, but like that shit doesn't happen when there's no cameras around.
I will disagree with that last part because I've seen it happen.
The other team coming over to console the fucking pitcher. Like I've definitely seen it. Like if the kid's crying on the mound, I've seen the coach come out and be like, hey, it's okay. Like stuff like that. The other team coming up and being like, hey, buddy, it's okay. Like that shit does not happen. It just does not happen.
Well, I've seen it happen.
No.
Yeah. And that's why I say, I get it. Like when you say stuff like that, like some of the speeches that we've seen over the years from coaches and shit like that, those I do believe a lot of them have been motivated because they know that, hey, I'm wearing a microphone. So that's a pretty good opportunity for me to give this win one for the Gipper. It's okay. Win, lose, or draw. We got better as human beings kind of speech because if it's good enough, that'll get played on loop. For sure. As far as the children's behavior, though, what I was getting at is, let's say instead of drilling that kid in the head and he's not laying there for fucking 10 minutes like he was, which is like scary for everyone because you get hit in the head, you get hit in the eye. Like, dude, at 11, 12 years old, that kid could be like waving bye-bye to his eyesight in his left eye. And that could have been happening right then and there in that moment. So I get that because it was emotional. But instead of drilling the kid, say that kid takes him deep. What I do not want to fucking see is that kid who just gave up the homer walking over to the third baseline to give the kid a high five as he's rounding third coming home to step on home plate. And if you're my shortstop or second baseman, can you kindly not give the motherfucker a high five too? Please? Pretty fucking please. Like, what is it? Is it the fucking juice at lunchtime? It's yours. But goddamn, can you not high five him, please? Like
you're not going to beat Japan doing that. I'll tell you that much.
So you're not going to beat Hawaii doing that either. Those sons of bitches. My God, Honolulu.
So what I'm saying,
those kids are fucking balling.
My take was that I hate the manufactured. Hey, the cameras are on me. Let's make a fucking TikTok moment type stuff. You just hate genuine sportsmanship, is what you're saying.
No, that's not sportsmanship. There's a difference. There's
congratulating your opponents and losing with grace.
No, we're in the heat of the moment. This thing isn't over, and I'm congratulating.
It's over.
You.
The ball's over the fence. It's over.
Yeah, this at bat was the game.
This at bat is over.
This game is
you
not.
Lost.
This
I
game
just
is
homered.
not.
And your
The game is
teammate
not.
who appreciates a really good homer stroke.
Can't happen.
He just wants to be like, hey,
can't happen.
Good job.
Can't
dude.
happen. I got to teach this kid how to compete against that guy. You tip your cap. You know he's good. That's great. What you don't do is you do not pump him up in the face of crushing your teammate. Because after you high five the kid, you're like, yeah. And then you make eye contact with Timmy back on the mound. And Timmy's like, bro, fucking really? And what's your response? Like, hey, sorry, Timmy. Fucking get it down, dude. Keep it in the ballpark. And I won't be high-fiving fucking Chester as he runs, you know?
Imagine Kevin Millar just fucking giving Aaron Boone a high five as he's going around first base.
I mean, what?
The Yankees are going to the World Series, and Kevin Millar gives him a high five as he goes for around first.
Like, why were you jumping and hugging Aaron? Oh, we're childhood friends. I was really happy for him. Like, okay, but there? Like, there's context. And that's what we're teaching these individuals is if we're going to be putting them on national television, things like that, there's lessons in life that come along with stuff like that. So yeah, you drill a kid in the face, you're having a tough time with it. I understand that. And it was great to see. Warmed my heart to see that exchange. Like, look, dude, I get it. Because Jared, you drill a guy in the head, you throw one up and in, everybody, even me, like I'm because you just never know. You don't want to see what could potentially happen.
Yeah. I mean, I literally had this conversation with my dad yesterday. We were talking about like the days of playing baseball. He's like, yeah, you just got fucking hit all the time. You were a magnet for baseballs. You got smoked in the head, and I came out fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Exactly.
I've never had any.
No, definitely no signs of brain damage whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, that's true. Getting hit in the helmet doesn't hurt. Never has.
Never has.
Just ask the fucking NFL. That's why they wear helmets. Duh.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yeah, if we didn't wear these helmets, could you imagine what things would look like for us?
Yeah.
I get it.
What did you ever, what was your scariest moment on the field at any level, Dallas?
Yeah, I would say for me, probably me getting hit with that comebacker because it hit me in the hand and then like in the throat.
Oh yeah. Like, who was that?
Vernon
No,
Wells.
don't tell me. Vernon Wells. Yeah, right.
Yep. Yeah.
Vernon Wells. Yankee legend Vernon Wells.
So that was pretty scary. I have like not necessarily, I mean, you know, you've seen guys come off the field, they got puncture wounds from getting spiked and shit like that. Like I've been spiked and yeah, that's nothing. That's whatever. Like honestly, I wasn't at the game. Craziest thing I've seen unfold on a baseball field while watching a game, and I was watching it on TV, was Tyler Colvin coming down the line as a base runner. I forget who it was who hit a foul ball or who hit a ball and the bat broke and the bat impaled him, stuck him in the chest. And I was just like, did I just see that? Like, did that just happen? Is he? Because I was saying to myself, like, yo, the end of the bat just fucking went into him. Like, it went into him. I remember standing up and like yelling at the TV, like, yo, the bat just went into him. Tell me they're going to fucking replay this. Tell me they're going to replay this. And sure shit, like, because he's coming down the line like, fuck. And I'm like, he just got fucking impaled. Like, holy shit. Those things you think about, wow, wouldn't it be crazy if this happened? That just fucking happened. Final destination. Is he going to live? What? It was bananas.
Why? How have I never seen this?
I don't know. Look it up. It's fucking crazy.
What is it?
Just look up Tyler Colvin bat impale. I'm going to look it up too right now. Like, it's not gruesome. It just, you see it, you're like,
I've never even heard of it. What was this? 2010?
Uh-huh.
Getting impaled by a bat.
I mean, he's like walking off, like, dude, he's walking off the mound, or not the mound. He's walking off the field. And I think like the fucking trainers out there, the trainers got like a towel pressed up against him. And at that time, I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, he's going to, like, is he going to die? Like, they're like trying to like cover this puncture wound right now. Like, this dude, I was blown away.
Yeah, he crossed home plate and all he said was, I'm bleeding.
Yeah, fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Oh,
and then I told you
yeah.
the craziest thing that I've ever been a part of on a baseball field was when my team jumped the umpire.
What?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened?
We jumped the umpire.
Why?
First you said my team, and then you said
Yeah, now we.
Well, I'm on that team. I didn't hit the umpire myself. My mom was at that game, and buddy, let me tell you, she was. Yeah. But yeah, our team jumped the umpire.
How old were you?
16. We were 16. We were at
making bad calls.
So it's a tournament in Reno, Nevada, and it's an 8 a.m. game. Winner of this game goes to the championship. So our coach had been kicked out of the game early in the game. He's out in right field. His son is our first baseman. Well, we end up getting to a point in the game where we've come back. We've got bases loaded and we're getting ready. It's a tie game. We're getting ready to win the fucking game, right? Getting ready to win the game. Strike 3 gets called. So this is the rumor to it all. But there's a pass ball. Our guy steals home, right? Safe. That all unfolds. Then the umpire, after the dust settles, is like, oh, no, nope. It was strike 3. Nobody saw me call it, though. I called the batter out. And we're going, what the fuck are you talking about? It was like he couldn't even catch the fucking ball. What do you mean it was strike 3? No, that's not strike 3. Because like our guy came home and scored the fucking winning run. This fucking game is over. Nope. Strike 3. We were going to extra. Oh, no. So we fucking lost it, right? Our current coach, who's still in the game, loses it. Our coach, who had gotten kicked out of the game, comes running in from right field because it's blatant what is happening. Like, we're getting fucked. And our coach from right field comes running back in, and they're arguing. Our coach and the umpire start fucking bumping each other, right? And the umpire like gave our coach a good one, and our coach kind of stumbled. Our coach's son fucking dropped him, just hammered the umpire. Boom, smoked him. Umpire just fucking falls right in front of the dugout of the opposing team. And it's the chain link fence, right? So all these kids, there's only one way in and out of this dugout, and they fucking shut the door. So these kids are in their dugout, locked in there, because our team is now standing in front of the dugout. We had like 6 or 7 kids on this team, dude. They were beating the fuck out of this umpire. But this umpire was swinging. He took his fucking mask and shit off, was swinging his mask at my teammates. He threw his fucking water bottle, at one of my buddies, like smoked one of my buddies. And like dust kind of settles or whatever. Umpire's like, fuck you. I wouldn't be back here he said, I wouldn't be here if I were you when I get back. And by that time, the cops had already been called. The cops were waiting in the parking lot. This motherfucker had a rifle in his car. And here's the best part about it. He was shit-faced at 8 a.m. Shit-faced. Like blowing 4.5 times the legal limit. He was piss drunk umpiring our fucking game at 8 o'clock in the morning, but was going to go back and grab his rifle and come back and start fucking shooting. Cops fucking hemmed him up right then and there. We didn't even, as a team, go back to our hotel. We had parents go and get shit at the hotel, come back, and we left. Didn't even get to finish the tournament.
Damn. So you lost.
Yep. We would have won the game and would have gone to the championship game, but instead, all that happened. Yeah. Stay hot. You don't know about the Stockton Clash. Shout out Stockton Clash.
Did that make the newspapers over there?
No, I don't think so. I mean, fuck it. It may have. I don't know. I was 16, Joe. I wasn't really diving into the scribes in Reno back then.
You would have known. No one got suspended or anything. You didn't get banned from a tournament. Had to take a week off. Anything?
No, bro. This was and this is the best part. Like a lot of our team. The reason I was playing on this team is because I wasn't eligible to play high school baseball because I had bad grades. Like this team was just a team full of fuck ups who. Our coaches or our first baseman, who, he's a homie, his dad paid for all of us to go and play. Like his dad, awesome dude in the community, like just, he did shit like that, would just pay registration for kids to go play ball, and he would fucking drive us around. And yeah, shout out Jim. He's a fucking man.
Fucking Bad News Bears over there.
But it legitimately was the Bad News Bears. Like we had 2 dudes on our team that had ankle monitors.
What? 16?
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, what's your problem? Did you see this Michael K thing about Joey Gallo?
Oh.
Did you see that?
No. What do you got?
All right. Michael K went fucking off on Joey Gallo.
Really?
After the trade.
I love me some Michael K. You know that.
I do too.
What do you have to say?
All right, here's what he said.
Oh, man.
The thing that I didn't like, the story that came out today from NJ.com, he's kind of like looking as if he was really the guy who was put upon the most, and the fans really got to him. Let's be honest here. He has the worst 501 at-bats of any Yankee position player in their history. He had 159. They did not go out of their way to boo a guy that was actually doing a decent job. He was a failure here in New York for whatever reason, whether the pressure of having to win became a big deal, whether he just got his swing out of whack because he mentally was not right while he was here. He deserved to be booed. I don't think the fans were extra special hard on him. I look at what the fans did to Giancarlo Stanton when he first got here. That was unfair. I mean, the first game that he ever played here, they booed him. This guy earned the boos. Look at these numbers. In the last 29 games, he had 0.85, and I feel sorry for him. I truly do. He's not a bad guy. He didn't treat anybody poorly. But the woe is me attitude, like the fans drove him out of New York. No. If you hit and you hit the 40 home runs that you were supposed to hit, they would not have booed you. If you didn't hit 159, they would not have booed you.
Instant reaction, all facts.
Yeah. I saw a lot of the reaction on Twitter was like, damn, like you don't have to go in on him like that. Like he's already gone. It's like, it's his job to talk about. And
it's context. He's in New York. That's the fucking market. Okay. It's different. Like I quite literally can't go in on a guy like that in my market. If I had a radio show outside of just being a broadcaster like Michael K does, then I wouldn't be necessarily, I don't want to say I wouldn't be allowed, because you can say what you want, but the reception and the ability to like continue to work with players in this market, knowing what they expect and how they're treated on a regular basis as opposed to what players expect there, like that's just a different vibe. So for Michael K to give you those facts in the fashion that he did, that's exactly what New Yorkers wake up in the morning and gobble up for breakfast and go to bed with as a late night snack, is the fucking hard hitting truth like that. And if you don't like it said in a certain way, right? It's not what you say, it's how you fucking say it. It's the tone. Like you get fucked. Like that. I mean, come on. What do you want him to say? How do you want him to dress that up? And if Joey Gallo, for whatever reason or whatever source that Michael K is looking at or referring to, is projecting this woe is me behavior or woe is me attitude, like it is. If Joey Gallo would have hit 220 with 25 homers, things are a little different. Maybe not much, because the 159, the 220, but there's a little more power there. The bottom line is Michael K is right in everything he said in terms of where the fans are coming from, why you got treated the way you did. And I think it's a fair assessment to say, and one thing you need to be abundantly clear about here is when you start talking about guys, just athletes in general, and where they're at mentally, that can become a slippery slope, because some people would start to try to twist words and, oh, you're talking about his mental health and blah, 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 blah. No. It's understanding when you struggle, that takes a toll on you mentally. And to try to have to work through that in a place like New York, where the reception isn't going to be soft after an 0 for 5 with 4 punch outs, that can be tough. That can be a higher hurdle to clear than in other places. So I don't see, like, tell me where Michael K was wrong.
To say that he has the worst 500 at-bats in Yankees history is probably not true, especially when IKF is on the team.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I would have to believe that Michael K's got some statistical basis for that comment.
Yeah, his batting average, but no shit, he has a bad batting average, and he was bad, but to think there's no one ever to be worse than Joey Gallo, worst Yankee of all time, it's kind of a stretch.
And that many at bats, he probably is the worst.
Like, what you're talking about, Joey, is who's had the worst statistical season as a New York Yankee offensively with 500 plus at bats. That's all you're asking. And I don't know that that's that hard to figure out. We're not going to do it right now. I'm not going to look for it right now. But
because most guys that are that bad don't continue to get the opportunities that Joey Gallo got with the Yankees.
Which is why it becomes an easier assessment. And I'm not saying that it's accurate because I don't know. I'm taking Michael Kay at whatever he said. And I don't know if he was just kind of spitballing saying, it's the worst that we've ever seen.
It sounded like he was speaking matter-of-factly.
Yes, which is why
I know IKF has a worse OPS than him this year. That's not 500 at bats, but that's
then that wouldn't qualify. He said 500 bats.
Okay, well then we have to wait then. 500.
Oh, you're just
bats.
trying to change the entire narrative. You can't do that.
I'm just saying. I guarantee. Well, yeah, AKF is your guy, I feel like, but he gets less shit than Gallo.
Because he's a fucking keep your head down. Look, if we're being completely honest, he doesn't come with the expectations that Joey Gallo did. No one's asking IKF to hit the ball out of the park 40 fucking
and
times.
And I still see him getting a lot of shit on Twitter. Like a lot of people are like, get this fucking guy off the Yankees. IKF.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like I showed you guys, and I showed some folks who are close to the Yankees, some correspondence between folks very closely related to the New York Yankees folks, maybe even in that dugout, and how excited they were to have IKF.
Yeah.
Because of what he represents.
Yeah.
Which is?
A utilitarian, a guy who can give you a break, a guy who can help you out in a lot of different spots. Just as far as offense goes, like it's an at-bat that he's going to be tuned into, whether or not it's a threat, obviously is a different story. But he's just a guy who is looking to win and looking to do the little things the right way each and every day. And sometimes having somebody like that in the lineup as a stabilizing force for those things, you have to make a sacrifice other places. And if you feel like you've got a guy who's going to hit 60 plus fucking homers this year, it might be an opportunity to let an IKF ride out. Because Aaron Judge is going to hit 65 homers, right? So what do you need? What do you need the OPS from IKF for? You're going to get it all from Aaron Judge. You just need somebody to catch the ball in the middle of the field. IKF's going to hurt.
One home run wouldn't hurt. Maybe that should be his goal. If Isaiah Kiner-Falefa hits one home run this year, that will be a plus for the Yankees. Because he has 0 home runs.
I want an all caps tweet from you when it happens. It's going to happen.
He hit his quota, 1 bomb on the little league field.
It's definitely going to be like a right field first row homer.
Little fist job.
I just think it's hard to believe that he's the worst Yankee of all time in 500 at bats. To me, that seems statistically unlikely.
Pretty bad, Joe.
I'm not saying he wasn't bad.
Like horrendously bad. Like that's the whole point, is that guys who are as bad as Joey Gallo was with the Yankees don't continue to get opportunities. So setting the bar at 500 at bats or whatever he said, 501 plate appearances, that's going to be like most guys that suck as much as Gallo sucked are not making it to 500 plate appearances.
Yeah, you're looking at a cumulative over like 2 to 3 seasons worth of that many at bats with no success.
Yeah,
and that's a guy getting called up, struggling.
Right now, Joey Gallo is feeling what I felt. I don't know, 2 years ago. That feeling of, hey, I'm finally out of New York and now I can thrive and spread my wings and fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you see the interview with him? He smiled.
And he makes contact. It's loud. It is far. It is gone.
Look at this guy. He's so happy now.
Joe Gallo.
By the way, hot take. I don't even think this is a hot take. The Dodgers homer siren, best in the big leagues.
Yeah, they got a lot going on during the homers.
The Yankees are supposed to be the Bronx Bombers, and their air raid siren for a homer is not as cool as the Dodgers. It's not.
Yeah, that's not a hot take. That's just a.
I mean,
we'll have to compare every home run siren. I'm not sure I'm up to date on all of them right now, but
how much baseball are you watching, bro? How much baseball are you watching?
I don't know. Obviously, I'm not watching enough ball. I don't have all the.
Do you even know
what
ball?
Are you doing? You out riding your bike, Joe?
Yes, I am.
Do you know ball, Joe?
I know ball, but I just don't know the sirens as much.
All right,
that's kind of my downfall.
Let me see if I can find. Let me just search Aaron Judge, and I bet you we can find a home run.
Well, while you're searching for that,
ball. Left center, Taylor on the run, on the track, at the wall. He's done it again. See ya.
Oh, that one doesn't count. It was a walk-off home run, so there's going to be no. They're just playing New York.
That's the level you're stooping to. That's how you're shitting on the Yankees now. That's all you got. Their home run siren sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, they've lost 7 of 8. They are 19-23 since June 24th. They're a replacement level team.
See, that's a solid point, and
those are facts.
Those are facts, and that's arguably worse than the home run siren.
I'm just saying the Dodgers have the best home run siren in the big leagues right now,
and a better team, and a more hospitable clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is
look at what they did to
Gallo.
our boy Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo could not be happier. He's happier than a pig in shit, is what they say.
Good for him. He deserves it.
I hope with 2 months remaining in the season that Joey Gallo passes Aaron Judge in home runs.
After what he was put through in New York, good for him.
He's got a 84 OPS plus, and that's not good. But I can't imagine that being the worst in Yankee history.
501 at bats, Joey. Got to remember that.
501.
501 at bats. I mean, what is that? It's like one season of at bats.
Yep.
People play full.
Maybe a little less.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got any thoughts on the Field of Dreams game?
Yeah. Did you see Joey Votto's tweet thread?
I did. And I mean, he is just basically echoing everything that I've been saying about the movie since I've had the platform to talk about the movie, and everything I said when we, Jared, were at the Field of Dreams last year, putting on one of the greatest events ever put on by a couple dudes who just love baseball. And Joey Votto's thread was beautiful because it tells you why you like movies and why some folks might like movies, why other folks might not like that movie as much, but same thing can be said for sport as well. He just happens to intertwine the two. And it's because it does something for you emotionally, and you tie that emotion to this thing, this entity, this game, and in perpetuity, like this is how you can kind of keep that connection, and this is how you foster connection. This is how you grow relationships, and it's become something so much more to you than just a movie. And it's not just about watching the game, or it's not just about watching the movie. It's about all the feelings and the memories that even saying the movie title conjures up, where it takes you to how you used to watch the game, to how you used to go and grab your glove right after the movie was over to go play catch. And that's why it's a movie that moves so many people on so many different levels. And I always love it to hear big leaguers, and especially guys like Joey Votto, really good big leaguers who are just starting to kind of peel back the layers of their personal onion and let folks get a whiff of, just exactly who they are. And it's great to be able to tie the emotion that you might have now with the emotion, maybe one of your favorite players has when it comes to the same movie. You're feeling the same thing. You were after the same thing as him. And now he gets to go and you get to step on that field. That's why it was insanity for me because it was the movie that my grandfather gave me that like we watched fucking daily, and then would do what Joey Votto did, go play catch. And like when you have something like that, and then you have the opportunity to see it all come through, or like just to see it on the other end, like it's a full circle moment. Like you very rarely do you ever get to kind of put that kind of a bow on a memory or in an experience that you ever have in your lifetime.
This is the biggest game of Joey Votto's career. He'll never play in a bigger game. This is it for the rest of his career.
Wow.
I mean, is
That's
that
mean,
not,
Joe?
how is that mean? I'm not being mean. I'm just
Mean.
I'm hyping up the game, okay? Because it's fun against the Cubs and the Reds, two fucking shitty teams.
But look, we're talking about like ease of travel. All right. Ease of travel. It is not easy to get to Dyersville, Iowa. Let me tell you.
No, it's not.
It is not easy. It is a minimum 3-mode transportation trip.
Let's build an airport.
It was not a good. It is not a good time getting there, but it was a
No.
good time once I arrived.
Great time.
But you don't have any feelings about why it's these two teams? It's kind of like a little bit of a buzzkill because I love the Field of Dreams game.
I'm telling you right now, there's nothing else to it other than these teams have.
They're around.
There's. I mean, what's going on? They're close.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. No, because it's such a grind to do this to teams that would be in the mix would almost be like punishment.
What about last year?
Well, and they found out. They found out. We found out before they found out. We knew and could have told them. They didn't want to listen, but it
What?
ain't easy getting out there.
Oh yeah.
So when you have to move a major league team and its traveling party from wherever you're at into this place, accommodations, how long it's going to take them to get there, things like that. Like you're making a lot of concessions as a major league organization staying in that area, just getting there.
Yeah. Do you
So
think
that's-
the buzz has worn off? Like it was just like a 1-year pop type deal. Like this
No,
game's not going to have the
because
same buzz.
no, because playing Major League Baseball in that space for those people in that area, I think will always matter because these are a lot of people who get blacked out from a lot of big league baseball games.
Oh, man.
So the opportunity to see big league baseball in your own literal backyard, I think means
Yeah,
a
I
lot
don't
to
think
them.
that carries the same weight.
Yeah.
though. I'm saying it's not the same thing. I'm talking like, having Kevin Costner come out there and
Oh yeah,
Aaron
no, that's
Judge
a one
coming
and
through,
done.
Like
That's a one and done. Like that was
I feel like the
whole,
pop of
like,
it is not there.
well because it like you don't continue to pop, you pop once. Like here's the pop.
No,
Boom.
I think if you had picked two better teams, they would have popped better. But like, who the fuck wants to see the Cubs play the Reds?
Well, no, not to your point. Like, who the fuck wants to see the Yankees and the White Sox play again?
A lot
like-
of people. I'm not saying again, but like a lot of people wanted to see that matchup at the time, and the game was fucking awesome itself.
Oh, it was great. The game was great. I mean, the fucking, they put out the ping pong balls as well. Balls are flying fucking.
Yeah, like if they had picked two better teams, then yeah, I think that it would have had more appeal. But that's pretty shitty foresight by the league to be like, let's pick two really shitty teams to play against each other.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of logistical things that don't allow it to be a fluid situation. So you have to nail these teams down early, make them aware of it because there's some scheduling shit that has to go on for this to all
I mean,
happen.
they had a year to plan this before like the big league schedule came out. Obviously, it's
Yeah,
not
the
like they
big
need
league-
the team's permission. They're just like, hey, you're a Major League Baseball team. Well, Major League Baseball put on your schedule that you're playing in the Field of Dreams game. So, and I know it sucks, but you're also getting paid a shit ton of money to do it. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, let's just
Like having the Dodgers would be like Dodgers Padres at the Field of Dreams. Like that'd be cool. Like I know that they're going for like the whole like, oh, well, the Cubs and the Reds, like we're trying to get that the home fans to actually show up instead of like the Zach Hampels of the world You're like, oh, there's like a gimmick game happening. I'll go to that so I can get on fucking Fox. Like they're trying to get like the actual real fans to show up because it is, like we've mentioned, not super easy to get to the Field of Dreams. But I'm thinking more of a, like, as the game continues to happen annually, there will be people that go just because they want to go. Like, I'm not worried about the attendance of the game.
There's
I'm
like
worried
5,000
about giving
seats.
a shit about the game.
Yeah, the attendance, the sellout, that's not going to be a topic. It's just a matter of they're playing this game. I've never been to Iowa. Oh, my team's playing? Great. This is a bucket list thing that I could check off the list. I can go see my team play in Iowa at the Field of Dreams. Like, oh, let's make it happen. So, yeah. It's an evergreen event. That's why it's incredible. Like, if you were able to have somebody that could foster that relationship with those people and keep it going each and every year, it'd be something you want to do.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, would you ever go back? Just like what could get you to go back?
We're going to go back because I have a standing offer to sleep to vacation in the home. To like have full use of the home.
Interesting.
You can do whatever you want in it.
Whatever I want in the home. Like Dallas, I use the phrase, do I get to sleep in Ray and Annie's bed? And the answer was yes.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, take my little girls out there and do that.
Yeah. They would appreciate that.
Well, it would mean, let's be real, it would mean so much more to me. But then having those pictures, being able to tell them those stories later about why did it mean so much when we went to that farm? Well, let me tell you a story about your great grandpa. Remember what Daddy used to do? Remember when you used to go to the baseball field when you were little girls? And now you start to tie it all together. And now it means something to them. And
You'd probably conceive your fourth daughter in the Field of Dreams house and name her Annie.
Not in the house, probably in the cornfield, Jared. Let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that happening.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's how you grow the game, my friend, in a cornfield.
Imagine like when your daughter like graduates college, like telling her like you were conceived in the cornfield at the Field of Dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Daddy was knocking one out of the park in the Field of Dreams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's going to be tough. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know if there's got to be people out there that would appreciate hearing and knowing that if that were the truth.
Yes. Like if they were conceived in that fashion.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I hope that that happens for you, Dallas. I know how much it would mean to you and your family. Almost as much as a blue moon means to me.
Oh, I would love a blue moon right now.
Yeah, me too.
It's 11 a.m. I could use a blue moon.
It's almost that time. Baseball and beer go hand in hand. And Blue Moon is the perfect stadium companion with its bold flavor, bright explosion of color, iconic orange slice ritual, and authentic ballpark roots. In fact, Blue Moon was born in a ballpark, just like Dallas's next child would be born in a cornfield. First created at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado. From first pitch to extra innings, a Blue Moon guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer experience every single time. Are you going to bring some Blue Moons with you to the Field of Dreams house? They must have like a running fridge and everything, right? Like it's habitable.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not just, I mean, I've been in there. I can't recall seeing a fridge.
Yeah, there's a fridge. Absolutely a fridge.
Didn't like Carl like eat food out of the cabinets?
And drink whiskey, like an absolutely, yeah, it was just, it wasn't a move I would recommend.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we should call the police.
What is that someone's house? Why is there food in there?
Because it's a
there.
farmhouse, because people live in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was a movie.
It is a movie.
I don't know anything about Field of Dreams, to be honest. I don't even know if I've seen it.
Are you fucking serious?
I feel like I've seen it, but I mean, it was so long ago, and I might have only seen parts.
What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, I don't even remember really watching the whole thing. I remember Shoeless Joe Jackson and Cornfields,
R.I.P. Ray Liotta.
But like, I don't really know if I've seen the whole thing.
You should probably watch it.
It's on my list. It's on my list. It's been on my list for.
Yeah, you should probably check it off your list.
Yeah, I'd check that box. Just like I would check off the box of selecting Blue Moon as my favorite beer every single time. From its refreshing flavor with Valencia orange peel for a subtle sweetness and hints of coriander. Blue Moon Belgian White is one-of-a-kind beer that's made brighter. It's carefully crafted and full-flavored with refreshing notes and a smooth, creamy finish. Why strike out with the same old beer when you can get something that's one of a kind? Best served with a signature orange garnish to showcase its beautiful hazy color. A beer this good only comes around once in a blue moon, but you can enjoy it all season long. Break out of your same old beer slump. Blue Moon Belgian White is one of a kind. Every time. Get Blue Moon Belgian White delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket to see your delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket. Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado Ale. What was that next thing that I wanted to get into? Oh, I did see the stat about the Dodgers. The Dodgers, dating back to last season, are 118-44 over their last 162 games. This is officially the greatest 162 game stretch by any MLB team in the expansion era. That's from Blake Harris. 118-44. Pretty good.
That's great.
Pretty good.
That's great.
Dallas, were you aware that when you woke up this morning that the Baltimore Orioles were a playoff team?
I was, Jared. I was.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel?
I feel like it's great for baseball to have the Baltimore Orioles, a team who, and it's the reasons that you can be excited about the Baltimore Orioles, I think, because I don't think it's fluky. And I think if they can even add some depth, I mean, I don't mean now, I'm talking obviously in the future, but if they can add some help on the mound, why not? Why can't the Baltimore Orioles start to be a team you have to consider when you think about what the division looks like at the end of the season? Why can't they start to work themselves into that conversation in the future, should they be able to add in the places of need? Based on the young core and what you're getting, what you're seeing right now.
Well, aren't they trying to sell the team? That could get in the way.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a matter of no. I mean,
I don't want to stop with a parade.
No, there's you sell the team, you instantly are now under an ownership who conceivably would want to be doing what the last ownership group did not want to do or balked at doing. Or so, in my mind, that kind of would be a plus thing.
Yeah, and then the team's worth more if they start winning.
Well, so that's maybe typically how that works.
So before they sell, they're going to want to. They also have the best walkout song for a closer in the league, by far. I don't know if you guys caught wind.
The what now?
The closer, the walkout song for their closer, Mr. Bautista.
No, I haven't heard it.
Who?
What the fuck?
Are you sure you're not thinking about Edwin Diaz?
No, dude.
What are you talking
Jorge
about?
Lopez?
Jorge Lopez got traded.
Okay, well, who the fuck is the closer? Bautista, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes out to the song, the fucking shit from The Wire.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, the whistle.
So, the fucking whistle.
What?
That's pretty spooky, is it not?
Oh, it's fucking great. Jared's never seen The Wire, I don't think.
I've never seen it either, but I've seen the clips, and I know it's from Baltimore, so it makes sense. It's Baltimore. The people love it. I mean, does it get any better than that? Coming out to that,
it's the greatest because you know what's going down.
Now pitching for Baltimore, wicket for the second corner, Felix Bautista.
The lights are dimmed.
Omar is coming.
He's coming to take your fucking soul.
It's solid. It's very solid.
So that's the best, right, Jared?
I mean, the lights make it, which obviously doesn't translate well to a podcast.
It's just great because the imagery is Omar walking with the fucking trench coat and his shotgun. So
yeah, the light presentation is really cool.
It's deadly.
People are bugging out.
How spooky is that, man?
It is pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. It's in the conversation. Now you're talking my language. You're getting into not just walkout songs for closers, but now we're doing light presentations.
Well, that's
now
where it's
we're getting
all going.
that WWE crossover. We need fucking pyro. We need the light shows. We need music. We need all of it.
The Jordan
Smoke.
Romano entrance in Toronto is electric as well. That's going to be a deal. Like, if I'm a closer, I need to know what kind of light presentation you're working with. What kind of sound system do you got? What kind of digital displays and graphics can we pump out there? Like, what can you do for me in that realm? I'll take care of the outs. I need you to make me a fucking superhero.
Yeah. Like, let's get into it here. Like, what are we doing? We're long overdue. We're long past the point of being able to execute WWE entrances for relief pitchers.
Yeah, that's why, like, I'm telling you right now, I would still be rocking, if I was a closer, I would still be rocking the song that I came out to at Texas Tech, which was Du Hast by Rammstein.
How many fucking times have I referenced Du Hast on this podcast and you've never said that was your walkout song?
I don't know.
I talk about Du Hast all the time.
I don't think I hear you. Are you sure?
Never
I
heard of him.
don't think you do.
Yeah, I've never even heard that in my life. So I never heard you say it. I
All
never
the
heard
time.
anyone say that.
Thank you,
All
Joey.
the time. You guys
Jake,
just don't pay
have you ever
attention.
heard Jared say that? I've never heard Jared say that.
Usually at least like once an episode.
Yeah.
It's about right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I've never heard it. Never heard it. But yeah, that was it's the greatest because as soon as the fucking now everybody on the aluminum stands is just fucking stomping their feet and slapping the back of their, oh dude, it was fucking great. Fucking great. Closer, light show, fire.
Water, fire, and
This
water.
right here.
Like,
This right here. As soon as it starts to drum.
it's just a great song.
Oh, God.
I've talked about Du Hast so many fucking times. Like, let me see. I'm going to search my name in Du Hast and see how many many hits there are.
you just got to go back to last episode. It's once episode.
Well, I'm talking about on Twitter.
Joe,
I'm talking
fucking
about on Twitter. I'm talking about on Twitter. How many times have I tweeted about Du Hast? 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
The song I used to listen to in junior college before I got to Texas Tech was Metallica, and it's an instrumental, Ecstasy of Gold, which is kind of like the Edwin Diaz. It doesn't have the tempo. I mean, it does in certain points, but it's just a straight fucking battle cry. Like that song would play over a scene in Gladiator.
You know, I'm coming out too.
Where are you coming
You
out?
can put on for a long time. Put on for a long time. Sooner or later, it's going to put you down. And let you know.
You know, Jake Diekman.
Yeah. What's he come out to?
Jake Diekman right here.
No, he doesn't come out to this.
Well, he did.
Yeah, he did. Andrew Miller came out to this. Andrew Miller came out to that for a long time.
Well, I never had Andrew Miller on my team.
I tweeted July 5th, 2015. I said the Red Sox should replace Sweet Caroline with Duhast.
Didn't know you.
I tweeted
a virtual nobody in my world.
Braves Ashland, who just chirped me this morning because the Braves, we didn't even talk about that yet, Joey, but Braves just swept the Red Sox. On March 10th, 2021, she tweeted, "The sun is shining, the windows are down, you're in a great mood. What song is on the radio?" And I said, Duhast. Mike Grinnell on May 7th, 2022, this year, he tweeted, "What is the most popular song of all time?" And I tweeted, Duhast. I've just been a Duhast guy. I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm a Duhast guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you know what it means?
You hate?
Yeah. You know it's a love song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very spirited love song.
Yeah, I love that. Love that about that.
Yeah, but look up Ecstasy of Gold in your spare time and just get baked and let that one wash over you.
Yeah, I'd speaking of like getting baked a little bit. We have a new sponsor, Dallas.
Oh, dude. Really?
Yeah. CBDMD. The leaders in hemp-based CBD and Delta-9 THC products. These guys have everything you could possibly need to straight up feel better. And their latest breakthrough is Delta-9 THC. These sneaky innovators found a way to get these Delta-9 THC products shipped directly to your door. And now some restrictions may apply because of course they do. So check your local laws before purchasing. But I'm telling you, this stuff is the real deal. They've got gummies packed with 10 milligrams of THC, perfect for winding down after the Sox blow another lead. 10 milligrams sound like a lot to you? Well, CBDMD has you covered with their microdose soft gels. With just 1 milligram of THC, these little guys pack a punch that's perfect for all-day support, whenever and wherever you need it the most. Don't get all caught up in the technicalities. This is the same THC you've come to know and love over the years, just extracted from hemp. It's how I wind down after a long day. I'm a big anxiety at night guy. It's never during the day. It's never in the morning. It's usually like, hey, we're done. And pop one of those gummies. You're good to go. Great way to cap off a long, stressful day. I'm sure that you guys can relate to that. To learn more about Delta-9 and everything else CBDMD has to offer, just head to CBDMD.com. Once again, that is CBDMD, M as in Massachusetts.com. For information, education, and the best damn gummies you've ever had. You must be 21 years or older to purchase Delta-9. Where was I just now? Oh, the Baltimore Orioles. They're in a playoff spot. Since promoting Adley Rutschman to the majors, which was back on May 21st, the Baltimore Orioles are 42-28. The Baltimore Orioles are 42-28. The Yankees are 43-31 over that same span.
What are the Red Sox?
I don't know.
Do you find that out? Why
do you want to know?
Well, I thought you were going through the division. I thought they were next.
No.
Yeah, so Rutschman came up a month and a half into the season. He already leads the team in WAR, and the guy's on fire. You know, the Orioles haven't won haven't won anything the past 10 years, it seems. He comes up, they're immediately the best team, almost better than the Yankees and a lot better than the Red Sox.
Yeah. The Orioles have, I mean, since May 21st.
My birthday.
That's your birthday? Since May 21st, the Orioles have the best record in the AL East. The only teams that have a better record than the Orioles since Adley Rutschman was called up: the Dodgers, the Braves, the Mets, the Astros, the Phillies, and the Mariners. That's it. That's a 70-game sample.
Ballin'. Young
They're
studs
playing
gelling.
600 ball.
Young studs gelling.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that Padres make the playoffs, but I will admit, if the Orioles make the playoffs and the Padres don't, that would be amazing.
Yeah. By the way, Red Sox 37-36. They have a winning record over that.
There we go.
Suck my fucking balls.
Good for them.
But I think Rushman's in the Rookie of the Year conversation now. Watch out, J-Rod.
Ooh.
Could
Especially
be a
with
slow
that
and
injury.
steady plug along for old Adley.
You know, and he's behind the plate. He does more than just hit. Guy's calling games.
I get it. He's not J-Rod.
He's calling games, and this pitching staff is pitching way better than people thought they would. And everyone says it's the fence. I say it's Adley Rutschman.
You say it's Adley. I think it's the fence. I mean, Trey Mancini, 10 minutes into getting to Houston, was like, oh, this is what happens when I hit it up in the air to left field. This hasn't been happening for me lately here. It's happening a lot now. A lot.
Dallas, you got the Orioles making the fucking playoffs?
I don't.
Why?
I mean, what do you mean, why?
You're acting like a coward right now.
No.
Speak with conviction.
No, you know
Speak
what? I don't
with
see
conviction.
I don't see any reason why they couldn't make the playoffs. If they continue to play this way,
that's a good start.
Why can't they make the playoffs? That would be
because of people like you who don't fucking believe in them.
No, that's what are you talking about? I just was giving an answer. We're working through this. We're discussing this.
All right, but I want you to, I need conviction from you.
I'm very convicted in my assessment on why the Baltimore Orioles. I'm asking you. I have my answers. Why wouldn't they be able to? Can they sustain a level of offensive production that has them battle against the teams that are going to be in their way? Do you like the Baltimore offense better than the Seattle offense? Do you like Baltimore's staff against Seattle's offense better than you like Seattle's staff against Baltimore's offense? Do you like Tampa's staff better than Baltimore's? Whose offense do you like better out of those two? If you had one staff to put against that offense, whose would it be? I don't know that Baltimore is the answer to any of those questions. And that's not to say that they can't win games. I'm not hating.
No, that's what you're doing.
But that's why, like the old cliche, that's why you play the game. But the record for the Orioles since Adley has arrived is what it is for a reason. And that's what the next month and a half is going to answer is what he's done to this point. Is it real? Yes, we believe it's real. O's fans believe it's real. Are the guys around him ready to collectively take that next step by sustaining what they're doing right now? And if the answer to that is yes, then I think we have our answer on whether or not the Baltimore Orioles are a playoff team. And that kind of answers the question I was asking is, what about the Orioles tells you they can't make it? And for me, it would be, can they pitch well enough when they run into some of these other offenses that they're still in the ball game come the seventh inning?
See, I feel like this is more of a discussion about like, can they make a run in the playoffs versus can they just get there? I think they can get there. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do once they get there, but I think they can for sure get there.
But that, I mean, like, you got to think, so they get there, they're going to have to play 3 games, right?
I'm simply talking about getting there.
I know, but so like, we're here. It's the postseason. Never mind getting into that 3-game wild card. We're just, how do we get to a point where we're going to be going to the postseason?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, because you're talking about how they stack up against these other playoff teams. I'm not talking about winning a championship. I'm just like, at season's over.
Yeah,
are the Orioles going home, or do they got to play somebody?
Like, who's their number 1 and 2?
You're talking about playoff series.
No, he's not, dude. Because it's the teams they're battling for to get in. They're going against the Rays, who are obviously on paper the better team. They're just the better team, and then they're going against all these AL Central teams who are all playing each other, and they have a way easier schedule, and they're also probably arguably better than them. There's a lot of hurdles. For the Baltimore Orioles.
Yes, and what I've been saying is the pitching, I don't know, stacks up against all of these other teams. That's why I thank you, Joey.
They traded their fucking closer.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's
who's having a great year.
He is, but again, Bautista. If you think you got a guy that can come in and step in and do exactly what that guy was doing, and you get something for that guy, and now you've gotten the same kind of production from Bautista, and you have an eye towards the future. Like the Orioles, I think front office probably feels like, yo, this is house money. This is great. Where are we sitting in the wild card? Kind of smack dab in the middle of the conversation right now, and we don't know that we should even be here right now.
Yeah, if you got a guy with a sick walk-up song, you go with him. That's just the way it goes. Yeah. And especially if you can get prospects back, it's a win-win. It is crazy that they're doing this good, and they sold, and they're still winning.
Mm-hmm.
It could be win-win-win-win-win situation. But call a spade a spade. If we're going to analytics, Fangraphs, they have a 7% chance to make the playoffs.
Fangraphs is haters too.
7. They are haters, dude. They love giving the Orioles a 0% chance before the season even started. I don't think this year, but last year, 0% chance. Is that possible?
Terrible. Carlos Correa has been sucking ass lately.
Real quick, opt in, opt out.
If he opts in, he's only opting in for that next year, right?
Correct.
He doesn't.
He's got an option for the next one.
Okay. I didn't know if he opted in, if it's like you opt in for everything.
No, 3-year deal, options in all of them. How long you want to stay?
He's probably going to opt in, yeah. He's hitting 264, 340 on base, 767 OPS. 13 homers, 15 doubles.
Isn't it funny? Like, just think about Carlos Correa struggling right now. He got the contract he got, performing the way he did. So now, immediately, 1 year after that, he doesn't perform as well. So instead of, quote unquote, testing the market, he stays put, takes his money, hoping to just perform better than he did the year before. And let's say he does. Then you hit the market and basically sell yourself as somebody who was better than he was last year. Though we're getting a year older, it's just interesting how the market views guys in his position. And I always find it an interesting study of guys, whether or not they decide to opt in or opt out, because a lot of that has to do with what the market outside looks like. Are there other players at your position who performed better, who would be setting your market for you as opposed to you setting the market for them? There's a lot that goes into that. But it's all just based on, wow, I wasn't good last year. I'll take the money. I was good last year. No thanks. Let's see how much I get now based on me just being better 1 year. And it's going to be an interesting study, his contract and just, what he decides to do. I'm paying attention to it. Not that it's going to be like groundbreaking or anything. It's just fun for me to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. Carlos Correa. I mean, how many guys that signed specifically this past offseason have been worth it so far. Because, I mean, obviously, they're
Max
multi-year
Scherzer.
deals. Max Scherzer's been worth it.
Metalson.
Kevin Gausman's been worth it.
Matt
Matt
Olson.
Olson doesn't count. Not a free agent. That might be the end of the list.
Trevor Story not doing it for you?
Nope.
So you hate
That was
Trevor
predictable. No, I don't hate him. He's just obviously he was never going to live up to that. That was a really dumb contract. Yeah, that might do it. Who the fuck else?
Story? Mm-hmm.
Like Correa is not panning out right
Robbie
now.
Ray.
Robbie Ray's had a nice rebound.
Seager's
It was looking
doing
like
well.
that was going to be a really dumb deal, but
Seager, is he? Yes, he. Swinging it?
yeah. I mean, let me see. What is Corey Seager up to these days? I want to say yes blindly. 254, 808 OP. All right, so you're not getting what you've gotten the last 2 years from his Dodger days. His last 2 years, he hit above 300, had almost a 400 on base last year in 95 games. He hasn't played a lot of baseball the last couple of years, but the numbers, OPS north of 900, both of those seasons. This year, he was an all-star for the first time since 2017, which is interesting. But 254, 332 on base, 477 slug after being well above 500 for the slugging percentage the last couple of years for an 808 OPS. 25 homers, though. That's the most home run. He's one home run away from tying his career high.
Yeah, he's chugging along, brother.
His
Just
career
fine.
high from 2016, his rookie of the year season.
He's a steady Eddie, that Seager, man. He's just kind of flies under the radar, but guy gets his hits. Marte's another one who's popping off.
Yeah.
Um,
Corey Seager making $33 million this year. Will make $35.5 million next year. And will be making as much as $31.5 million in 2031 when he's 37. That contract is not going to age well.
Well, that's cheap. They're paying him less than Corbin. So if you compare him to Corbin, doing pretty good.
It's a pretty good deal.
hey, Jared, I just noticed this. This happened a couple days ago,
Mm-hmm.
from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor has it that Chris Sale and Joe Biden are mountain biking partners. Is that-
What?
Oh, can you not?
What, dude?
Can you not
What are
hear?
you talking about? What? What did you... I can see your lips are moving. I can't hear what the fuck you're saying, dude. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh, I was just talking about.
Talking about what?
Du hast mich.
What are you saying?
Oh, what's up?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh. As soon as I saw this news,
Uh-huh.
I thought bold strategy cotton meme. Instantly.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's anything I've learned, Jared,
Yeah.
it's to never count out the genius
Yep.
of Alex Cora.
Right.
What can we expect as baseball fans from the news of Chris Sale having a bicycle accident and hurting himself? What can we make out of that? Kind of like I'm Manny fucking Machado. Like what can we take away from this news?
At first I was not a conspiracy theorist, but then last night we recorded the Name Redacted podcast, and Pat Light had some pretty interesting tidbits on the show. I mean, as a guy who was in the Red Sox organization and a guy who has seen it firsthand what they do and what all major league teams do, but specifically the Red Sox, his stance was pretty firm that he did not believe the bicycle story. And he's like, the teams, whatever stories you get, especially if people didn't see it and other
so
players,
the Boston Red Sox
weren't,
are lying sacks of shit, is what you're saying.
No. He said that it's very plausible that that's the story that he gave to the Red Sox, but that's probably not actually what happened.
Oh, so Chris Sale is a lying piece of shit.
Could be.
Well, I mean, what do you think? Do you think because you just kind of said he was, you kind of alluded to it.
That swayed me a little bit. I think I'm now in the camp of I don't believe that story.
So you are on the record as believing Chris Sale is a lying piece of shit. Your words, not ours.
At first, my line of defense was he broke his right wrist, which is not his dominant hand. Because I think everyone saw the freak out in Worcester and took that as, oh, he broke his wrist. He probably just had a fit of rage because he was hurt or whatever, frustrated, and he punched something. He would have punched with his left hand.
No. He's a smart, savvy veteran. He would not have punched with his left hand.
So then maybe it was something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I think I've come off of the I believe the story camp to I don't believe the story camp.
So we could probably track down the scene of the crime. There's probably some evidence going around there.
Yeah, maybe.
Crashed his bike. There might be a couple bike pieces. So if you go over there, we don't find anything. Then there's no bike crash.
You got him getting hit by a fucking semi, Joe? I mean, it's not like you're going to find a bike crank and fucking 2.5 gears and a peg and a handbrake.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why you would lie about this is if he was either if it was self-inflicted or if he genuinely did something stupid.
But then I always think if you're going to make a lie about it, yeah, and then you cover it up with something kind of just as stupid, like falling off a bike. You would say but at least if you're riding a bike, that's well, what do you want me to do? That's a freak accident. I was riding a bike, I was exercising, whatever. But if he was water skiing, then it's bro, what the fuck are you doing? You're hurt trying to come back and you're fucking out there water skiing. Or if he punched something, then that's being selfish. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But you're saying that the Red Sox don't even know. And that
I'm saying that there's a chance that that's the story that they were told. And that story might not be correct. I haven't heard anything.
Is there a chance that the Red Sox are okay with that being the narrative?
What, that it was a bicycle?
Yeah. Are they okay? I mean, I'm not saying that they're please God, let the man let him live his life. But is there going to be anything to this? They're not going to grill Chris Sale about what was actually going on, right?
The reporters will. Reporters will. I think when he comes in, I mean, but it'll be such a non-story by the time he comes into spring training next year. Someone will ask and he'll just be yeah, no, I fell off a bike. That's it.
So are you saying the planned off days, those are...
No, boy.
All right. So next spring is when we'll see him.
I have no idea.
So what happens when you give Chris Sale an off day? Let me go get lunch.
Let me go get lunch.
Turns Dallas was right this whole time.
Yeah.
Off day is not a smart move because guy gets into mischief.
Right.
Joey's got him getting ran over by a semi in a crosswalk. So let's just go back and fucking visit the intersection.
Hey, I'm saying, people always oh, you fell off a bike. That's pussy shit, dude. No, bike, you could fuck yourself up, man. Shit's dangerous. You can't even.
That's what I say. You're mountain biking. You going down a fucking hill, you hit a jump, you hit a ramp, you hit a turn, something, end up over the fucking handlebars, bracing yourself, bam.
Even if you're on one of these bike trails, there's two lane highway. You got people coming straight. You got to pass guys walking. You're swerving in the other lane. You're trying to, shit happens.
Wait, how does Chris Sale wipe his ass now?
That's a good
Probably
question,
has a bidet.
He broke his finger on his left hand. Yeah, but still, but he had surgery on it. There's like a whole fucking cast on it,
like a splint.
Yeah, you can't stick that down there.
No, he's not wiping his ass.
He's not jerking off. He can't wipe his own ass.
I mean, can we just let the guy? I mean, give the guy a break.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the Red Sox have given him enough breaks. That's why he got in trouble. Too many off days.
He sold his soul to have that moment. Like, I want to be the pitcher that closes out the World Series for the most dominant team in Red Sox history. And it's like, well, what's that going to cost you? Well, everything. And I bet you he would have made that trade 10 times out of 10.
He got a nice chunk of change.
He got paid.
Mm-hmm.
He got to, I mean, that ninth inning in the clincher against the Dodgers may have been the most dominant inning ever pitched by a pitcher in Major League history.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
I mean, if you go back and watch, think about it, Dallas. He struck out the side in order. I think it was Kike was the second at bat. He threw him a slider. The swing was up here. The ball was down here. Was not even close. And then he brought Manny Machado to his knees with the final out strikeout. Like, it was like he closed out the World Series with a strikeout to a superstar player that embarrassed him so much that he ended up on his fucking knees.
Manny fucking Machado.
Manny fucking Machado.
He's not.
The only inning I can think of that was better than that was like the Nestor Cortez immaculate inning this year.
Yeah.
Those are probably 1 and 2.
It's not
Is that
cool,
it?
dude.
Is that all we got?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's 2:30. We started this podcast at fucking noon.
Yeah.
So
I gotta go. I'm wheels up to Texas.
Yeah, well, I got to get some Freshly first because Freshly's new lineup of effortless in-season meals gives you more time to enjoy the summer. Don't waste your time inside shopping and cooking. Take advantage of the good weather and Freshly's special summer sale. Now you can get $125 off, Dallas. I know that you're trying to save some money right now. You got 19 fucking kids. You can take $125 off across your first 5 orders with Freshly. You're not stuck with fast food chains or frozen dinners when you want a meal quick. Freshly provides delicious, effortless, balanced meals without having to sacrifice your summer moments. Other meal delivery options make you do all the work of prepping and cooking. Freshly comes ready to heat and eat in 3 minutes or less. Designed by nutritionists, prepared by chefs, then delivered right to your door. I'm actually going to have some Freshly right now because I'm actually starving and I'm way past lunchtime. And the fact is, I don't have to call. I don't have to do some meal deliveries and wait a half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm 3 minutes away from my meal right now, just sitting here doing this podcast. Get delicious, nutrient-packed, prepared meals delivered straight to your door. No cooking required, fresh, not frozen, and ready to heat and enjoy in just 3 minutes. Use the Freshly website or the app to find meals that fit your lifestyle with plans that work for your dietary needs, preferences, tastes, and family size. Choose from over 50 nutritionist design entrees like classic steak peppercorn, multi-serve sides like masterful mac and cheese, and their new line of plant-based meals. Skip the grocery shopping and the dirty dishes. Your meals arrive cooked and fresh every single week. New meals are added weekly, so you're not stuck eating the same thing over and over again. And now you can try Freshly with $125 off your first 5 orders. Make summer dinners stress-free with Freshly. And right now, you can get $125 off your first 5 orders at freshly.com/Jared. That is Jared. $125 off at freshly.com/Jared. Joe, before we get out of here, what is the next Baseball Doesn't Exist YouTube video? The last one, the last one hit a milli?
Yes.
You're just going platinum with every video now. Do you feel like a fucking loser if you don't hit a milli on every video now?
Yeah. I mean, I always feel I always feel like a loser. But
good. Stay humble.
Yeah, I'm staying humble.
Stay humble. Stay hungry.
The next video is just going to be about, it's just going to be, it's just going to be 15 to 20 minutes pure violence.
Oh,
it's just going to be pure. It's no brawl. We're going to you got to be careful with the brawls because that's how you get demonetized. But there might be, there'll be some punches thrown. It's going to be informative, entertaining. It's going to be all that.
Okay.
We're here for
When's it out?
I don't know, man.
Fucking bear with me.
Fucking the week of the 15th, it has to be out, I think.
Damn, dude.
So sometime next week.
Cool. All right. Jake's takes?
Fuck bikes. I took a baseball bat to my bike when I heard the news, so just smashed it up.
Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in that beautiful weather you're having now? What's that weather looking like right now? I see the sun beaming.
Yeah, we got 75 degrees. It's a little bit cooler this week. Winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Moon phase is a waxy gibby.
Ooh. Waxing that gib, baby. We're on that intro phase.
Okay. Dallas, you got any final thoughts there, Cowboy?
I don't. I'm going to Texas. I'm going to go play golf in Texas.
All right, you enjoy that. All right, enjoy the weekend of baseball. We'll be back on Monday morning as always. We'll see you then.
We gone.